Who's been to the gynecologist and told today you're getting a pelvic exam by all the people around you and you're freaking out because you're like, I am not ready for that? When are you supposed to start pelvic exams? Because either you or somebody who you have to drag into the gynecologist is freaking out. Hi, I'm your local OBGYN. I love women, and let's talk about it. So here's the deal. There's no specific age that it is ever like a mandatory scenario. So throw that out. You can go in and you always have the right to say, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to. I just kind of need to get through this. Now, are there times that you want to consider this? Absolutely. The reality is that pelvic exams are a tool that we local OBGYNs use in order to understand what your complaints are and what's going on, but it doesn't mean that it's a mandatory part of every single time that you go in for a checkup. If you're having pelvic pain or funny bleeding on unusual discharge, we may need to take a look. It doesn't always have to be with a speculum. The exam can tell us a lot of what's going on, and a swab of that downstairs area can really give us a lot of information. If there's pain with intercourse, we want to know, again, what is your downstairs telling us? So it might be time to take a look to see if there's a problem that's going on or to screen for certain infections. The recommendation for pap smears is they start at age 21. You don't need them any earlier than that. Now, do you have to do it at 21? Take a breather. Nobody is ever going to force you. You are the boss of your own women's health. You don't have to have it just because you're turning 18, just because you're talking about birth control, or because it's your first GYN visit. These are not necessary times that you have to have a pelvic check, because sometimes you just got to go in and meet the doc and make sure that it's somebody that you feel like you're connecting with enough to even bother letting them touch you in your lady bits. Remember, pelvic checks are a tool. It's not a punishment. It is not a requirement. You are the boss of your own health. You can certainly leave without that information as long as you're educated, but sometimes just understanding, is this going to be helpful in getting answers to what I'm asking you, is enough for you to decide, is today the right day to get a pelvic exam?